Hi, friends. Welcome back to your podcast, All Things in ML and AI, where we dwell into the intricate world of the trending topics in the space of generative AI, NLP, and machine learning. I'm your host, Sharat, and today we are going to talk about the mysteries behind sequence to sequence models and the attention mechanisms. Along with me, we have our industry expert, Shilpa, with us today, and we will ask her to share her thoughts on this particular topic. To start with, a sequence to sequence model or sequence to sequence models are very, very important in the space of text mining. They have revolutionized the field of text translations and many more such applications. At its core, sequence to sequence involves converting a text sequence into another output sequence. That's what sequence to sequence terminology is all about. But how does these things actually work? Let us ask our expert to share her views. Shilpa, please.
Hi, Sharat. Hi, all listeners. Imagine you want to translate a sentence from one language to the other. In traditional methods, this was done word by word translation. But sequence to sequence models treat translations as a sequence to sequence problem. It basically employs two recurrent neural networks, an encoder and a decoder.
That's wonderful, Shilpa. But would you please mind elaborating the points to our audience?
Sure, of course. The encoder takes the input sequence and processes it into a fixed size context vector, capturing the input's semantic meaning. Then comes the real magic. The decoder generates the output sequence based on this context vector. But here's the catch. Sequence to sequence models struggle with long input sequences. So imagine translating a paragraph into another language. Maintaining the context actually becomes tricky. This is where the attention mechanism steps in to save the day.
Okay, how does this attention mechanism work? Can you elaborate that?
Okay, so attention mechanism allows the decoder to basically focus on the specific parts of the input sequence while generating the output. It's like having a spotlight that basically illuminates relevant words in the input sequence, aiding in better translation and summarization at the end of the day. I'll summarize this, friends. So think of it like this. When translating this statement, the cat sat on the mat, the model basically focuses on cat and mat when generating the translated sentence. This attention mechanism greatly improves the model's performance, especially with the long sequences.
That's a very good example, Shilpa. Thank you for that. Now let's talk more about this attention mechanism scenario. How does this thing work? Shilpa, can you please elaborate?
Yeah, so instead of blindly processing the entire input sequence, the decoder attends to different parts of the input selectively. So it assigns weights to each input token, indicating their importance. These weights are then are basically computer based on various factors like the current state of the decoder and the hidden states of the encoder. By dynamically adjusting these weights, the model learns how to focus on relevant information and effectively enhances the translation quality.
Wow, that's nice, Shilpa. Friends, I also want to bring this point. It's important, right, that we need to note. It's not just about the translation. Attention mechanisms have been found in various NLP application tasks as well. For example, text summarization, or if you want to do an image captioning, or for that matter, even speech recognition. Attention mechanism is used in all these various applications. To summarize the entire discussion that we had today, sequence to sequence models with their encoder decoder architecture tackle the tasks like translations and summarizations. However, like Shilpa has mentioned, these methods struggle with long sequences. That is where the attention mechanism enters as a hero. This enables the model to focus on the relevant information. This would ensure the performance is significantly enhanced. So let's wrap up today's episode with this sequence to sequence models and attention mechanism discussion. Hope you all have gained an understanding into these topics. Let us wrap the today's session. We hope you all have gained an understanding into the sequence to sequence models and attention mechanism. Thank you, Shilpa, for joining us today and sharing your expertise.
Thank you, Sharat. Glad to connect with you. And thank you, all listeners.
Thank you, Shilpa. Join us next time, friends, as we continue exploring more fascinating topics in the realm of AI and machine learning. Until then, stay focused, stay curious, and happy learning. Thank you.